Shalom, sons of Yasharala. First and foremost, start by saying, Kal, Halayimla, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashai, Bahasham Rakaha Kwadash. Second, let the elders, the Ruel, be counted worthy of double honors, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, which are the elders of Green Millstone, beginning with the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders on down. I also want to see peace, salutation to all you came on the highways and byways that continued to push this truth in honesty and in sincerity, and in the fear of the names of Yahweh, Yahawashai. Alright, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh means He is or He exists. And Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls JC. Yahweh Shai means He deliverer or His Savior. And the Ruach Kodash is His Spirit Holy. Alright, these are the names they're supposed to call upon, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and only among the heathen. They may look like the heathen, but you see, land goes back to the patriarchy of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on your father's side. All right, so we stress these names to the Heavenly Father because ultimately the Most High and His only begotten Son, they are pure and holy entities. So therefore, they must be addressed in a pure and holy tongue, which is the Hebrew, okay, the Paleo Hebrew, the pure tongue, the Lashwan Kodash. All right, and as I'm going into it, there's going to be a part 2 of the video that I'm not going into. This is really, I covered this before, going to like that woman that was burnt in the subway in New York. All right, and I was thinking about it yesterday. I was kind of meditating on it, and it really came to me that this is really an indication of how America, aka Babylon the Great, is going to be thrown down. Okay, it tells you that in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. Like when you go into it, it describes how a woman, which is, I was talking about, that Mystery Babylon, which is that woman that was sitting upon a beast. Okay, and that woman's going to be burnt. This is going to be going to the end time prophecy. And when I saw that woman, that was burnt alive in the subway, that was indicative, okay, or an indication of how America, aka Babylon the Great, is going to go down. Okay, the whole of Babylon, which America is in the Bible. You won't find the name America, but you find Mystery Babylon. You'll find Egypt. Okay, it's even known as Saddam and Egypt, because ultimately America, America exudes all these particular aspects of all these past kingdoms. America is like Babylon the Great, because ultimately Babylon, the word Babylon means confusion. In America, they have the same spirit to where, good is evil and evil is good, and that brings about confusion. Okay, you have, they promote basically like everything that goes against the law. Okay, they say that, a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. They say that, men and women are equal. Okay, they push all these things that brings about confusion. That's why America is likened unto Babylon the Great. Okay, they allow for women to murder their babies. Okay, they allow for basically they call everything evil as good. They promote the Moism. They promote the alphabet agenda, and all these things they bring about confusion, and they are likened unto every other empire that the Heavenly Father threw down. The same way Sodom and Gomorrah was thrown down by fire and brimstone. Okay, that's like not America the Great, America, aka Babylon the Great. So let me go ahead and play this video. Then I'll bring out a few scriptures, and this is coming out of the New York Post YouTube page, and this is fair use. All right, it's only for edification purposes. It's not for sale, and I'm not making any money off of this video. It's only for edification purposes. And the video entitled is called here. It says a horrific video shows suspect watching woman burned to death in an F train car after it set her on fire.
Yo, sorry to his family. This is a person right here. Oh, bro. Yo.
So you see the guy that was sitting there and stood up. That's the same guy that actually lit her up on fire. That's actually also indicative. Also, it's another sign of in the scriptures where it tells you that basically the elect, the Heavenly Father, are going to be, up in a chariot and going to be standing on a sea of glass. And they're going to watch America get burnt up. So all this is very spiritual, man. This whole video right here is very spiritual, and that tells you that the times that we're living in, these are the times that the Heavenly Father is going to start bringing down that judgment upon America. He's going to bring that, his indignation and his, wrath and fury upon Babylon the Great. All right, let's go ahead and grab the scripture right here. start from the top. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1, and it says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having a great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory." Talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay. Verse 2 says, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become and is become the habitation of devils." Tells you that the Yahweh Shai is going to come down with a loud, Yahweh Shai, when it comes down, is going to come down with a crying, okay, like a travailing woman. So, it's more than likely that Yahweh Shai is going to be announcing this, right? Says that, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, "Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every false spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird." Okay, when we go into it, it says right here, after Babylon, America is destroyed, only scavengers will inhabit the land, devils, spirits. That's right. So, whilst after the destruction, which is going to happen by way of fire, okay, from ICBM missiles, and also by the way of the chariots, okay, these other countries that have nuclear capabilities, they're going to shoot their arrows or their missiles at America, beginning with Russia, Iran, okay, North Korea, and all these other countries that have military, they have ICBMs, they're going to shoot those missiles at America. Okay, ultimately, this is going to go, you see what's going on over there in Israel and how Israel is on its war campaign. Ultimately, America is going to be involved in that, and it's going to escalate into the Third World War. Okay, and you see Russia is also coming, is coming against, Turkey, not Turkey, it's like Ukraine. Okay, and America supports both Israel and Ukraine in their war campaign, right? And ultimately, it's going to blow up into the Third World War. Okay, and after that destruction, okay, America is going to be turned into a desert, and it's only going to be desert creatures over here in America, right? So verse 3 says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed in fornication with her." That's through its trade, okay, through its policies, through its democracy. America, is a place where, America has in every country there's a military base. In every country there's an American embassy. Okay, there's an American consulate. There's an American military. Okay, and through that, America is able to basically, push its policies throughout the whole earth. Okay, and that's why every country wants to make trade with America. America is a great place where, all business and commerce, ends up in. Because ultimately, America is a great consuming nation. America is people, they're known as consumers. Says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication." You need to go to that wine that goes into their philosophies, okay, like democracy, okay, the religion, all right. Also, the political systems, where they push the democracy, okay, they push, the religion, white supremacy, right? That's why, Christmas is known throughout the whole earth. There's every country, they have these Christians. That's all through America, all right. The ways of America, like how they push gender equality, right? They push going to college, okay, going all these things, women's rights, right? These are all from America, and these other nations, they take up their ways because they want to be like the West, they want to be like America. You see, it says, "And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are rocks reached through the abundance of our delicacies." The kings of the earth, these other world leaders, they want to be on the good side of America, so that they can benefit from their trade, from their from the American dollar, right? So therefore, they they end up signing with America, so they can reap out the benefits of it. When you go into it, it says, "Drunk wine of the wrath." That's America's philosophy. So yeah, that's right. Verse 4 says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of all my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Okay, ultimately that's going to be the elect that are going to be beamed up in the chariots, so that they can be saved from the coming destruction. Because part of being saved, that's what these Christians don't understand. Part of being saved is not only being saved from your enemies, okay, which our main enemy is a so-called white man, Esau, Edom, okay, and the other nations. We're going to be saved from our enemies, but also from the coming destruction. But only the elect of Israel, the 1/3 of the elect of Israel, are going to make it out of America. But the rest of the 2/3 of our people in America are going to be destroyed. All right. And I can show you that in the book of, it's probably in the book of Micah, the first chapter. Okay, also people are going to be burnt up because they are in league with America. Okay, they worship they worship the same idols in America. They celebrate Christmas. Okay, this book of Micah chapter 1 verse 5 says, "For the transgression of Jacob is all this, and for the sins of house of Israel, what is the transgression of Jacob? Is it not Samaria?" It's talking about the so-called Latin tribes and native tribes. Okay, the northern kingdom, right? It says, "And what are the high places of Judah? Are they not in Jerusalem? Therefore, I will make Samaria as an heap of the field." All right. It's talking about the northern kingdom. And then you go into a heap of a field, because that's being made desolate. That's being burnt up. Right? And as plantings of a vineyard, and I will pour down the stones thereof into the valley. Okay, when you plant a vineyard, when you actually burn a land, it helps, with the, burning part of farming. People actually burn the land to actually increase the nutrients in the field by burning the vegetation. Okay, and also also that's part of a purification process. Okay, fire purifies things. Okay, you can purify something through fire or through water. Okay, it says, "And I will pour down the stones thereof into the valley, and I will discover the foundations thereof, and all the graven images thereof shall be bent into pieces." Okay, these so-called holidays that people celebrate: Christmas, New Year's, okay, Easter. All right, people are into going to the Mecca, the Hajj. People that are into Islam religion, Christianity. Okay, and all the other religions that people are engulfed in. There's nothing but false religions. They're false gods. Okay, that's why we tell you that you're not supposed to be celebrating Christmas. You're not supposed to be taking part in these pagan holidays, which all these holidays that we see throughout the year, whether it be Easter, Christmas, New Year's, okay, Valentine's Day, all right, Lent season. All these come from the Christian church, and they're all pagan holidays. They're not in the scriptures. Okay, they're not found in the Bible. So therefore, we're not supposed to be taking part in these so-called celebrations, right? It says, "And all the graven images thereof shall be beaten to pieces, and all the hires thereof shall be burnt with the fire." You see, that goes into the basically like the way people sell themselves to be to be Catholics, okay, to be these false religions. That's likened unto being a harlot. The Heavenly Father, He esteemed us as being His woman. So when you go off and follow these other religions, that's likened unto being a whore. Okay, so that's how the Heavenly Father sees the ones of people who are engulfed in these celebrations. It says, "And all the hires thereof shall be burned with the fire, and all the idols thereof will I lay desolate, for she gathered it to her hire of an harlot, and they shall return to the hire of an harlot." The point there being that they shall be burned with the fire. Okay, so all these images, as part of the destruction of America, is going to also be to destroy these religious establishments. Okay, and the people that partake in these religions are going to be burnt up as well. All right. So back to Revelation 18 verse 4 says, "And I heard another voice saying, coming out of her, my people, they may not be partakers of her sins, and they receive not for plagues." So that's going to be the manner of the Lord, beginning with the elect. Okay, men, women, and children that believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua are going to be called up into the chariots and are going to be saved from the fire and the plagues, which the fire is going to be the last plague. Verse 5 says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities." Okay, ultimately, that's why you see all the judgments happening on the earth. There's so many, there's signs and wonders out there. The setting of the so-called UFOs or UAPs, the chariots of the Heavenly Father. Okay, there's earthquakes. Okay, there's wars and rumors of wars. Okay, men's hearts waxing cold and cold. Right, all these are signs to show you that we're living in the end times. Right. And it says, verse 6 says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she filled, in cup which she hath filled to her double." That's going to be the destruction or the judgment of the Heavenly Father is going to lay upon our enemies. It's going to be double fold, okay, twofold. going to be this double judgment. It says the devil is not really what is done to the children of Israel will be done unto him manifold. Yeah, that's right. So it's actually going to be more than double. It's going to be, it tells you in the Apocrypha, that the Heavenly Father, punishes our enemies 1,000 times more. Are we paraphrasing? So that the destruction is going to come against our enemies. You so-called white people, you so-called Arab people, all you heathen are going to receive, manifold of the judgment that the Heavenly Father is going to lay on you. Okay, which ultimately, it is, the Most High, judged us, for our wickedness, but yet He loves us the most. So how much more, unto you who actually, spoil His inheritance. So your judgment is going to be far worse than ours ever was. You see, which America is going to be destroyed forever. Verse 7, it says, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and I'm no widow, and shall see no sorrow. That's how Americans, think. The Americans, they talk about, America, make America great again. Okay, these people that are so proud to be Americans. All right, they think that, they should not think. Right, America. And the average American, they're very proud, man. They think that America is going to be there forever. They think that their country is the best country in the world, in the history of the world. When you look at Trump, that exudes that pride. He exudes that pride of America, right? But they're going to receive many sorrow and many torment. It says that so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I'm no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And a queen, the word queen actually means a whore. Okay, when you go into the etymology of the word queen means a whore, right? Verse 8, here's the point. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with the fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Shem Yashai, power, who judgeth her. That's the same thing that happened to this woman right here, right?
Oh no! Yo! Sorry to his family. This is a person right here. Oh, bro. Yo!
And you can see the guy that literally, the guy was watching her burn as she was burning. The Guatemalan guy, that burned her up, right? Verse 9 says, and the kings of the earth who have communicated fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and shall lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. You see, that's what's going to be these other nations, that have benefited of the crimes, they benefited of the trade of America, right? Let me go and get this. Sea of glass. It says, Khan. This book of Revelation 15 verse 2, it says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image. So that sea of glass mingled with the fire, that's going to be, the flow of the chariot of a so-called UFO or UAP. Okay, the men of the Lord, the elect of Israel, are going to be standing on top of that glass. It's going to be like a transparent glass, on top of the in the chariots, looking down on America being judged, being burnt up. Right? It says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten victory over the beast. The beast is talking about the other on the EU. Okay, and over his image. The image is talking about the system, the coming NWO system, New World Order system. Okay, to where it says that you'll own nothing and be happy. That's why everything is people are being priced out of everything, whether it be houses, whether it be cars. Okay, everything is expensive, and they're trying to make it to where there's only the poor and the rich, right? So that's going to the image which is the system that we live in. Okay, it says which ultimately is really in white supremacy. It says, and over his image and over his mark talking about the RFID microchip, which we preach here to be the implantable radio frequency ID, okay, the RFID microchip. That's a mark. And over the number of his name and stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High, right? Go into it here. It says, fire, nuclear fire, Khan. Foment that God, the victory of the beast, the elect of Israel. The image represents the image of the Roman Empire, its laws, legislation, and architecture. That's right. The Roman Empire has been reincarnated today as America. Stand on the sea of glass. The elect will be on the chariots above the firmament, watching the destruction. That's right. Like I just said. Verse 2 says, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Adonai Yahweh power, almighty, just and true are thy ways, the King of saints. And that's going to be the elect, rejoicing over the destruction of our enemies. Okay, now you pray to be part of that number, pray to be part of those people, that get called up in them ships to see the destruction of America, man. Okay, which is, like I said, it's going to be indicative to like this woman right here being burned to crisp.
Yo! Oh no!
Oh yes. So I'm gonna go ahead there. I want to say Barata Yahweh, Barata Yahweh Shai. I want to say Kwame Sharallah, Wa Abad Babala, Shalom Select, Shalom Akim.